6 Minutes Season 5. The Season of Unknowingness. The final chapter of the 6 Minute sequel.
There are kids in this world who are different. Special.
One of them found us.
And became family.
But her time ran out. And now, that girl is missing.
In this episode, I'll be breaking down the latest episode, 6 Minutes Season 5, piece by piece. Hey Revpop listeners, it's your Landon Mueller. We're here today talking about episode 45 of 6 Minute Season 5, and I think that's great. We've reached a really exciting point in the season, and, we're fastly approaching that finale. The finale, remember, drops on September 29th, and I think it's going to be a great episode, I think. We're really going to flesh out our characters and make them go through something drastic on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. And I think this was a really interesting episode. It was a bit of a shorter episode, 7 minutes. Yeah, I thought this was a good episode. It was discussed on Rewind that it was originally going to be a longer episode, but they ended up splitting it into 2 parts, which I think is alright. I'm happy with that. Just a quick note, I think I'm going to have a section at the end of the episode where I discuss some of my predictions, just because this is a shorter episode, and I think the breakdown might be a little bit shorter. But yeah, here we go.
You bench pressed a helicopter.
I kinda did, didn't I?
You sure did, honey.
Do you hear that?
Not liking that frequency.
Scanning. Oh, that's not good.
What's not good?
Yeah, so this was the scene from 6 Minutes Day. If you guys attended the 6 Minutes Day live stream hosted by GZM, they included a scene that they recorded. It was recordings from Dave playing all the different characters, and all the characters' names were removed. But this was the surprise scene that was shown on Rewind, and I thought it's super great, and Dave's acting was kind of funny, but it's really interesting that behind the scenes, he does all the parts. He plays all the parts because not all of the actors are there to record all the time, so he kind of plays the other part, and definitely the recording process of 6 Minutes has changed over the years, but I do think it's super great, and, the community and family behind 6 Minutes, I think, is just awesome to see. But, yeah, it's interesting to hear the context behind this clip.
Something's messing with my powers. Ah!
Hey, who turned out the lights?
Casey?
The lights are back.
But where did Casey go?
She's gone too.
Okay, I officially hate this house.
Bird?
Oh.
Birdie!
A giant metal arm.
This is the fake part of the house, and the inside is a lot more interesting. And I think we've seen less of the inside of the house in the past few seasons, and out of time it hasn't really been explored as much, but I love the location of Thornton Rust, and it's just so interesting. It's something I think as a listener I'm able to visualize very well kind of what's going on, and I think it's also interesting that Casey's powers are being messed with. I think if I was Cyrus or one of these other characters, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if Casey is in tune with her powers. And on a different topic, I think, Adam is awesome here. I think he's super funny in this episode, and I believe I have a clip of Cybot. I think Cybot and Adam, they have a great dynamic, and we really see that being explored in this episode, how well these characters work together and interact. The floor trap, I think that's awesome. it's happened time and time again, but, one of my favorite times it happened was all the way back in Season 2, when Brynleigh and Cyrus, and I believe Holiday too, they fell through the trap.
Jude, I should have known.
Hello, Adam. Cybot.
Hello. You're a villain. You don't deserve a cheery hello. Why did Cyrus program me to be so darn polite?
Nothing to be ashamed of. We need more politeness in this world.
Yeah, so this is the clip I was talking about, this really funny clip. I think Cybot is so great in this episode for a variety of reasons. He's really himself, and we really flesh out that character. And it's interesting that I'm talking so deeply about a character like Cybot, but really it is awesome. And Zeph Maffei, the actor who plays Cyrus, has said before that Cybot is his favorite character to play, and I think it's for a really good reason. I mean, every time we hear Cybot, I just think he's so funny, and I love how he interacts with Adam and Jude here. I think his entrance here, Jude seems super powerful in this episode, but I think GZM and Dave and the writers, they do such a great job making him feel smart, making their villains, except for Magnus, feel smart. That's something that's very important in storytelling, and I say this because I've recently been watching the show Andor. It's a Star Wars show, but it really takes Star Wars seriously, and I love complex villains that really make you question everything, and that is what Jude accomplishes in this clip.
I saw my window of opportunity, and I had to take it. But you helped me get here, and I want to fulfill my promise to you, Adam.
What promise?
That I'd make you whole again. That's why I brought you down to Adelaide's robotics lab.
You're giving me my body back?
The first time this idea of controlling the bots was introduced was all the way back in Season 2, when Cyrus was able to send commands to Holiday to make her do things, to make her throw that, glass in Birdie's direction. And I think that's super interesting, and it just goes to show the vulnerabilities that these bots have, that they're not in control. I think I've discussed this on the podcast before, but I was really curious if Holiday and Holiday Corp had taken measures to make sure that people can't control Holiday. It doesn't seem like they did, because it seems like time and time again, Jude and Dr. Whittier are able to take control over the bots and make them do things and make them go into rooms. That's so terrifying. And we saw that in Season 2, I think, in one of the most terrifying scenes of the whole show, when Dr. Whittier attempted to erase Holiday's memory. It was like 6 minutes till her entire memory was erased. And he was able to do that by sending commands for Holiday to go into his office, to his workshop, I believe.
Oh, Thornton, prepare Dr. Adam Head's head for implantation.
Implantation? Hey, what are you doing? Put me down! Stop it!
Relax! It's all going to be just fine!
Jude has some kind of ulterior motive and is going to program Adam to do very bad things to help him find Brynleigh. It reminds me of last season when the Camillas were given that direction, that code from Dr. Whittier or Jude, to kind of go and attack Brynleigh and get Brynleigh to him. And I think that's huge, and it really just goes again to show how little control the bots have and how menacing Jude is, that he has all these ulterior motives and all of his plans are coming together. But now, he doesn't have as much power. Brynleigh's gone. He doesn't know where she is. But this is huge. And I think, what could he do with Adam? Could he turn Adam super evil Adam, like we saw in Season 2, where Adam is gonna go after Brynleigh, because we know he's the master of tracking. That is what's special about Adam. He can track people down.
She was?
She's gone, Cyrus. She left with Adelaide Whittier.
What about the rest of my family?
They're here, but I needed to speak with you alone.
What a massive cliffhanger. I mean, we have the menacing Angelica Graves here, trying to talk to Cyrus again, trying to get Cyrus on her side. And it's a great callback to season 2. And I think, once again, Gabriella Scott has done such a great job playing this version of Angelica that's in her 40s. But now, onto the predictions section of the episode. We have, 7 episodes left, so what do I think's gonna happen? Well, firstly, we know New Year's Eve is this huge, huge event. I think there's a potential for both timelines to come together. I think that's where we're heading. Somehow, these two timelines merge, right? Other thing, I think Dr. Whittier or Jude is gonna have some success with Brynleigh. Dr. Whittier or Jude is going to persuade Brynleigh to come with him. Cyrus is going to try his best to save Brynleigh, but ultimately, he's going to succeed, and that's going to lead to season 6. Everything's going to come together in season 6, and it'll be like one last showdown. So, my guess is season 6 will be the final season of the entire show. I'm not sure if it'll be a longer season or a shorter season, but something crazy is going to happen, for sure. Thank you all so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a 5-star review. Until next time, this is Landon saying peace, love, and time travel.